What's going on, guys? So today's video is going to be me giving you some tips and tricks for Myteam. Maybe you just started playing Myteam because you didn't think you're going to play it at first and now you want to play it. Maybe you have been playing Myteam since 2K came out and you feel like you could use some help, or you want to improve your team a little bit, or maybe you're just getting 2K for Christmas. So whatever your background or whatever your story is, this video can help anyone, experienced Myteam players or new Myteam players who are just starting out. This video can help anyone. I'm just going to be giving you my perspective. And if you guys like this type of video, comment down below and hit that thumbs up button, because I can make a part 2. But anyways, let's get straight to it. So if you're just starting out playing Myteam, I highly suggest, well, if you're just starting out, they're going to force you to do the warm-up challenges. They're going to force you to do one more warm-up challenge, but I highly suggest that you do all of them. That's the first thing you should do if you're just starting out. Do all of these warm-up challenges. It's only 5. They're very easy. All of them are on rookie, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, all of them are on rookie. Just do all 5 of these warm-up challenges. They are very, very, very easy. And then that will give you your first challenge token. The first challenge token reward is this D Brown. I'll show you him right now. The first challenge token reward you get is D Brown. He's a point guard. He's pretty nice. I use him in my challenge lineup because my team's like, I don't need him in my Supermax lineup. But he was pretty nice for domination and things like that. He's a good slasher and shooter. But yeah, I really suggest that you do all of the warm-up challenges, because they'll get you MT and they'll also like get you used to your team so far. Because when you start out, you're not gonna have that good of a team, and they'll get you some pretty good MT and they'll let you get used to your team. And then after that, I suggest you start playing Domination. This will get you MT and it will get you players. So every team that you beat, you'll get a certain amount of MT, and you will also get a pack with a player and contracts in it. And contracts will really come in handy, because if you're trying to be like really good at Myteam, or if you're trying to like have a great team and make it to the Pink Diamond League in Supermax, contracts are going to be important, because you're going to need those, especially if you don't open packs a lot. Because like me, I don't open packs that often. I only open packs like during Christmas and maybe after Domination, because I'll have a lot of MT, which I did a pack opening already with MT. So check out that video if you haven't seen it. If you don't open that many packs, you will need these contracts. They will come in handy a lot. So I highly suggest that you do complete this Domination. And this Domination is gonna be 33 games. So in the meantime of doing that, every week they're gonna come out with new challenges. And I really suggest that you do weekly challenges too. A lot of people think that weekly challenges are useless, but I really think that they will help you a lot. And you don't even have to use your best lineup. Like for me, this is my best lineup right here. And for Domination, I used this lineup. This was my all-time Domination lineup. But for challenges, this is my challenge lineup right here. I have my Joe Dumars in so he can do all the work, because I put my diamond contract on him. So I'm not worried about contracts for him. He has infinite. But this is my challenge lineup. I have a freaking bronze right here. Like, I have silver on the bench, bronzes, gold. Like, the challenges are not that hard. Like, I highly suggest you do the weekly challenges. They will help you a lot, especially the challenge tokens. If you do 5 weekly challenges, you'll get 5 tokens, and then you will get a player that could really help your team. I don't think that many people even do weekly challenges, but I really suggest you should do weekly challenges. Unless you open packs a lot, I think you should do weekly challenges, but not that many people open packs that often and buy VC and all that stuff. So weekly challenges will help you out a lot because they'll give you MT, they'll give you a little bit of MT, and they'll also give you these challenge tokens, which is the main point of doing weekly challenges. And another thing, if you're not going to play all 5 games of the weekly challenge, do not play the weekly challenges. It is useless. If you're only gonna play 1 or 2 games, don't even bother playing the weekly challenges, because there's no point. You're barely getting any MT. On game 5, they barely give you 1,000 MT, and before that, it's like 800, 500, 400, 100. Like, you're not getting that much MT. So if you're only gonna play 1 or 2 games, don't even bother playing the weekly challenges. Only play the weekly challenges if you're going to finish all 5 games. If you're not gonna finish all 5 games, you might as well not even play the weekly challenges, because then you're just wasting contracts and you're not gonna get your challenge token. The whole point of the weekly challenge is to finish all 5 games and get your challenge token. So yeah, and every time so right now I have 3 of 5 challenge tokens unlocked. Every time you get 5 challenge tokens, there'll be a higher tier, a higher rating, and a higher card for you to unlock. So first was a Sapphire D Brown. After you complete that set, it'll be a Ruby Bruce Bowen, and now it's Amethyst Kenyon Martin. And after this, it'll most likely it'll either be another Amethyst or a Diamond. So you'll just get higher and higher and keep improving your team. So do the weekly challenges every week, all 5, and play and finish Domination. It's all or nothing, basically. It's all or nothing with these weekly challenges and Domination. Either you play all of them or get all the rewards, or you might as well not even play any of them. So that's just my opinion. That's how I look at it. And then most people, or I don't know about most people, but the people that like my friends who have 2K and things like that, they've only played regular Domination. They think Historic and All Time. I don't know if they're gonna play them, but I did. So after you beat this regular Domination, I do still suggest you do Historic and All Time Domination. And hear me out. I think you should do Historic and All Time Domination because Historic Domination also gives you players. Historic Domination will give you contracts, MT, and players. Okay? You could get rubies and gold from these, especially if your team isn't that good at first. You should do this. Play Historic Domination, beat it, get your second Amethyst, get your MT, get your emeralds and gold players. And you'll also be getting a lot of contracts. Contracts are really important in my team. Because once you get to all-time Domination, you won't get any contracts. So keep that in mind. If you're gonna play all 3 Dominations, which I suggest you do, once you get to all-time Domination, they will not give you any contract packs, any player packs. It's only MT. So each game, you'll be getting a good 3,000 to 4,000 MT. And that's pretty good amount of MT. Because, that's if you get 3 stars. If you get 3 stars, and it's not that hard to get 3 stars. Like 2K does cheat on all-time Domination. They cheat a lot. Like I struggled on all-time Domination, but I think it's worth it. Even though you're not getting any contracts or players, because you're getting a lot of MT. You're getting around 2,000 to 3,000 MT a game. Because when you get 3 stars, you're gonna get 1,500 MT, 1,500. And then, in order to get 3 stars, you have to get 900 plus MT. So that's 2,000 to 3,000 MT right there. So you'll be getting that every game, and if you save up like I did, you'll have a good 200k by the time you finish all-time domination. Because I saved up, I played domination and historic domination and saved up my MT, and I had 200k. And then I played all-time domination, and then I did a pack opening with that 200k, and then I played all-time domination, and then I had a good 150 to 200k MT. So yeah, I highly suggest you do all 3 dominations. If you don't, you'll still, I don't know. At least do regular and historic. If you don't want to do all-time domination, that's fine. At least do regular and historic domination, because those give you contracts and players, which will come in handy. Alright, so after you're done with domination and you're doing your weekly challenges every week, pack and playoffs is another thing. I'm on board 4 right now. Pack and playoffs is fairly easy. Most people on pack and playoffs are not that good. Like, I make it to the finals every time. I don't think I've lost a round yet. I've made it to the finals every time. It's fairly easy. And when you win the finals, you get like a pack. You get contracts, and you also get 3 to 4. I think 5 gold players. No, sorry. You get 5 gold players, and you also get contracts. And yeah, those contracts also come in handy, and those players also come in handy because I use those players in my challenge lineup. So I can keep on, every time I beat pack and playoffs, I get more players to add to my challenge lineup, and replace the players who don't have contracts, or I don't want to spend contracts on them. So pack and playoffs, and when you beat pack and playoffs, I'm pretty sure, I think when you get to board 10, there's an Amethyst Pau Gasol there. And the last thing, schedule challenges. I also suggest, if you're struggling, this is only if you're struggling with contracts. Even if you're not struggling with contracts, you can still do this if you want to, but people who are struggling with contracts and not having enough contracts, play one game. Play the first game of each schedule challenge, because the first game of each schedule challenge will be a contract pack. And they spawn you, they put you in at like the 4th quarter, and it's tied up, so it's pretty easy to win. All you have to do is just, they put you in the 4th quarter, and all you have to do is win. And it's a tied game at the 4th quarter. It's like 3 minutes in each quarter. So play the first game of each team for these schedule challenges, because they'll give you a contract pack. The first game, and then when you get to the second game, it's gonna be like injury packs, and then the third game, it's like strategy packs. So I really only think the first game of each team is worth it, because you'll get those contracts. And for me, I needed that because all-time domination, I was struggling with contracts, so I had to play the first game of every team, and that helped me out with contracts a lot. But anyway, guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you got a little something from the tips that I gave, the advice that I gave you guys. For the new Myteam players that just started, hopefully I helped you a lot. You don't have to use the advice and tips that I gave you, but hopefully you learned something out of this video. That's the whole point. Like, I just hope you guys learned at least something. Maybe you didn't like my tips or advice, but hey, at least you learned something. Like this video if you enjoyed it and got a lot out of it. Comment down below what other videos you want me to do. I can make a part 2 from this video. I can make a part 2 of this video if you guys want me to, so comment down below if you want that. I could do a video about how I beat domination, giving you extra like tips on specifically domination. But anyway, guys, like this video, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Also follow me on Twitch, link in bio. Tell your friends about me.